Iron Man, the comeback that built a universe. Section 1. The face behind the mask. Have you ever wondered what it really takes to become a hero, not just on screen, but in life? Everyone knows the man in the iron suit. Confidence, brilliant, fearless, but behind the sharp wit and glowing arc reactor is a story few truly know. A story not about fame or fortune, but about falling hard and rising even harder. Robert Downey Jr. didn't just play Iron Man, he was Iron Man, not because of the armor or the tech, but because, like Tony Stark, he faced demons, made mistakes, and still found a way to fight back. This isn't just another Hollywood success story, it's about losing everything and then building something even stronger from the ashes. Stay with us till the end, and you'll discover how one broken man helped launch $1 billion universe and, in the process, became a legend that even time won't forget. A Hollywood childhood. Robert Downey Jr. was born into the spotlight, but not into stability. His father, Robert Downey Sr., was a filmmaker known for his wild creativity and rebellious art. His mother, an actress, floated in and out of roles. Their world was loud, unpredictable, and soaked in the culture of 1970s Hollywood. From the very start, Robert's life was far from normal. While other kids played outside, he was visiting film sets. While others had bedtime stories, he had backstage passes. He made his acting debut at just 5 years old, cast by his father in one of his underground films. To the outside world, it looked like a golden ticket. But behind the scenes, things were falling apart. His home life was chaotic. Love was there, but so was addiction. At just 8 years old, he was introduced to drugs by his own father, not out of cruelty, but confusion. In that strange and broken world, boundaries blurred, childhood slipped away too soon. Acting wasn't just a passion, it became an escape. A way to feel seen, a way to survive. He was growing up fast, and behind his eyes, you could already see it, the spark of someone destined for greatness, and the shadow of battles he wasn't ready to face. In his 20s, Robert Downey Jr. was everywhere. He wasn't just a promising actor, he was a rising star. With every role, he showed a rare depth, a quiet vulnerability, and a magnetic charm that made him unforgettable. By the time he played Chaplin in 1992, the world agreed. This man wasn't just talented, he was brilliant. But what the cameras couldn't see was the storm brewing underneath. While fans cheered and critics applauded, Robert was slowly losing control. The habits that began in childhood followed him into adulthood: drugs, alcohol, reckless choices. He showed up to sets high, missed court-ordered rehab, lost roles, lost years, and eventually lost trust. The world watched him crash in real time on tabloid covers, in courtroom photos, in mugshots that seemed to come one after another. Each arrest chipped away at his image. Each failed attempt at recovery made headlines. Hollywood grew silent. Producers pulled away. Friends disappeared. He had become a cautionary tale, a name whispered with disappointment. This was no longer about fame. This was survival. And the man who once lit up the screen was now drowning in his own darkness. But even then, even at his lowest, there was something in him that refused to go out. A flicker, a fight, a quiet, almost invisible will to come back. Redemption, rebuilding from rock bottom. Hitting bottom didn't break Robert Downey Jr., it woke him up. After years of spiraling, he made a choice to stop running, to face the pain, and to change. It wasn't instant, it wasn't perfect, but it was real. He committed to sobriety, cut ties with toxic habits, surrounded himself with people who believed in the man he could become, not the one he had been. He took small roles, showed up early, stayed clean. Day by day, he rebuilt his reputation not with words, but with actions. He was no longer chasing stardom. He was fighting for his life, his family, and one more chance to be more than his past. Becoming Iron Man, a gamble that changed everything. When Marvel was planning Iron Man in 2008, no one expected it to change history. And no one expected Robert Downey Jr. to lead it. He had a troubled past, studios hesitated. But Marvel took a chance, and that chance paid off. From the very first scene, Robert was Tony Stark. He wasn't just acting, he was living it. The pain, the pride, the humor, it all felt real. Because his own life had been full of struggle, just like the characters, his performance was Electric. Audiences loved him. Critics praised him. And suddenly, a man once forgotten became the face of a new era. Iron Man wasn't just a movie, it became a phenomenon. And Robert's performance made it unforgettable. Legacy. The man who built Marvel. After Iron Man, the world saw Robert Downey Jr. differently. He wasn't just a comeback story anymore. He was a superstar, a leader, a legend. With each Marvel film, Iron Man 2, The Avengers, Iron Man 3, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame, he carried the story forward. His acting grew deeper, his presence stronger. He brought heart, soul, and humor to every scene. He didn't just play a superhero, he built a universe. The Marvel Cinematic Universe became the biggest franchise in history, and Robert was at the center of it all. Fans loved him not just because he was cool, but because he was real. He showed that heroes can be broken and still rise. His legacy is more than movies, it's hope. It's proof that the right role, at the right time, can change everything. Robert Downey Jr. didn't just wear the suit, he earned it. Through pain, through failure, through fight, he rose, not as a perfect man, but as a real one. His journey proved that even the most broken stories can end in greatness.